Hello, everybody. Brian here from quantlabs.net. Today is going to be a sad video for many unless you take action on what I'm going to suggest for you. If you have not noticed, I have really slowed down my videos for YouTube. Uh, Same with Facebook, Instagram, and the like. And I'm going to explain why. It's nothing really to do with trading, but I just want to show you where things are going to grow, where I'm going to put my efforts in, and just give you my general impression. Right now, big tech has become really garbage, really dumpster fire. My last video, I've explained the problems of the AI is really killing off traffic, organic traffic, as well as the censorship. For whatever reason you get caught up in it, lower views. Check any random YouTube channel. A lot of them are not growing because unless you're really hating on something or it's really some kind of shock value, or unless you got some makeup tutorials and social identity stuff, you're not going to grow on YouTube. That's how bad YouTube has become, I think. And you get tired of playing the games on YouTube and Facebook and the like. I think in the long run, they're gonna. I can't say they'll die off, but they'll definitely become less relevant. So what's been going on? Let's talk about each one. As I said, with YouTube, there's a lot of censoring for AI and whatnot. As you know, I've been growing my Substack pretty good organically. It just enables me to take me back to the early days when I started, when I was in growth mode, was not hard to get opt-in emails, so on and so forth. And Substack has brought out a new feature where I didn't know what these were, but they're called audiograms. You know, when you have blah 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 and you have the words flash across the screen, that's an audiogram. We learned that today. Maybe an old man or something, I don't know, but whatever. So those become valuable because that's what people look for now. And with that, what I'm doing is I'm now able to create audiograms through Substack, and it's fairly easy. But those are really good for shorts in YouTube. But guess what? Good old YouTube, Google don't allow me to upload from my desktop into the shorts. So you know, fuck Google. Okay, and fuck YouTube as well. That's my attitude towards it. Then we get into Facebook, LinkedIn. I think these sites are falling behind. It's pretty relevant. Um, uh, Same story with Instagram, where you cannot load up reels or stories from your desktop. I think over time, as they keep becoming less relevant, um, and that's their problem. I am growing on Instagram, oddly enough, now, but I think it's not worth the effort anymore. And as a result, I'm just not interested in it. I do have a growing Facebook crowd, but so what? Everything's all about engagement. People do not engage, step outside of the Facebook into whatever my links are, if it's now Substack, Telegram, or sorry, Substack or TradingView or yeah, one or TradingView or Substack or my own website. The platform's useless for me. Back in the day, you used to be able to do that, but they got selfish and they're just slitting their own throats. But that's okay. So to Mr. Zuckerberg, there you go. Okay, that's to you. Um, Now, the other one that I've really depended upon was current email coming in from WordPress, my blogs. That I hate saying has become pretty well dead. Um, so I'm not really doing as much on it, or that's where I'm leaning towards, not as much. The people I have in those in my email groups just don't take this stuff seriously as I'd like. So I'm not sure if I'm going to, in the long run, continue with the traditional emails as is. I just don't see the purpose of it. So there's that. Okay, so let's start talking about Twitter. Now, as you know, I'm on TradingView. I've got TradingView, a growing account. I could put up videos on TradingView. I've had a few that got up to 500 views, live streams in 24 hours. So that's with 173 followers on TradingView. Okay, so I get 500 views. That's how wide and open TradingView is when you post something. Last week I posted something about the yen and the Bank of Japan. That got nearly 600 views. Okay, so you can see I'm able to put up stuff. People like it. They engage with it. That's the thing I like about TradingView. The next step is with TradingView now, they have a new feature. Well, it was a bug. Now it's fixed. I can now take my TradingView ideas and then post them onto Twitter. So that will continue on Twitter. It's just push of a button, two buttons really. So it's no skin off my back for that. Where it gets very different. Okay, and I've never really used this platform, TikTok. Okay, so today, just to give you an example, I put up two audiograms on my TikTok account. So if you're new, go to TikTok. I think that's where a lot of my future social media will go because there's growth there. My impressions are blowing the doors off of anything from YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter itself. And it's only been 2 hours, so I'm getting the same volume of people being exposed to it in 2 hours than I would in a 24-hour period with any of the other platforms. So screw them. My efforts are now going to go into TikTok. And the other big key thing is I could take these audiograms and I could upload them from my desktop. So as I said, YouTube you can't do that, Instagram you can't do that. So that's now a competitive disadvantage for um, those companies and those platforms where I can do it on TikTok, no problem. And that's a key there because I don't want these other junk apps on my phone because of the tracking on my phone, which is very egregious alone on Apple, what they do with iPhones and iPads and all that. I mean, you got to be really, really foolish to be on those on that technology. Yeah. So, um, yeah, Apple's out, and all these ones are not out, but I'm not. They're not my priority. So, hang on, little bouncing loudmouth chihuahua. Anyways, yeah, so TikTok's been pretty impressive, and I've only got two videos as of this recording on there. Audiograms seem to do pretty good there, so that's brand new to me as of today. Okay, Substack, let's talk about that. No, let's talk about TradingView. As I said, TradingView has been pretty impressive over the last few months with the ability to create uh, streams, videos, and just blows the doors off the amount of views I get with YouTube. YouTube's pretty well junked now. Anybody trying to grow on that, good luck to them. But TradingView has been pretty good, and people like my stuff. And I've got now this week two big followers now on my TradingView. Each one's up to I think each one's approaching about 30,000 uh, impression or reputation or about that of almost 30,000 each. So they're starting to like my stuff, which is great. So TradingView has been pretty good on that. As I said, my last video, my next big focus will be on scripts in Pine Script and get those uploaded to TradingView so all my folks will be able to access and get an invite into those scripts and get an invitation into those scripts and access them on the fast moving stuff that I'm using. Actual fact, today is the 30th of August, so I'll be on my next webinar. I'll be covering backtesting and debugging Pine scripts for TradingView next Monday. Okay, so that's the next one there. Substack. Substack's been very impressive. As I said, it takes me back to the early days of WordPress where I'm growing. I'm able to easily get new opt-ins email opt-ins, which is pretty well the lifeblood of my business. Do check on them if there's available, and they're pretty impressive. These are managers in banks and in fairly high up positions in big companies, and it's pretty good. It's pretty impressive. So that's Substack, and then I've got my growing there. As I said, I'm going to be experimenting with podcasting, generating the audiograms for pretty well just from what I'm seeing. I'm just going to put them up on TikTok. They're easy, very easy to post there. So that's pretty well that. And Substack is my private content. They do Substack. They do actually push for subscriptions. Uh, that's how they make money. Obviously, that's how I make money. They're a fair company. So that's probably where I'm going to see myself, and everything may fall by the wayside and become less priority. So TradingView Substack, and surprisingly, out of the social media, new to me is TikTok. So I just wanted to put that out there for you all, just to give you an idea of how bad Facebook and the like, Meta and Google and YouTube's getting these days. I have experimented also with Rumble. It just doesn't have the scale like a TikTok does, or the equivalent of a Trading View. Substack's impressive in itself, how they work. So just thought I'd put all that out there and share that for you. So what am I saying? Um, what I'm telling you is go over to my social media page. I'll put all the links in the description. If you want to continue following myself, make sure you're on TikTok and follow me there, and join my Trading View, join my Substack, and eventually, I can't tell you enough to become a paid subscriber. I'm only going to charge $50 a month. Um, and I'm still rolling that out because I'm still trying to figure out how to monetize it, but do it in a maximum level. And from what I'm seeing and from what I'm researching, it can be very lucrative. So if you are interested in doing a Substack newsletter, I'd probably encourage you to do that. YouTube, Facebook, and the Meta, all them, Google, I think they're, from my point of view, they're just death. They're just a slow death. But TikTok, I'm very surprised at how good it is. Substack is really good. TradingView has been around for a while, but they're just getting better and better by adding new stuff that I like. So I don't want to be on stuff that's dying out. And even the Google search is another problem too. But as long as I'm able to find areas where I'm growing or feel like I'm growing, that's where I'm going to go. And again, as I said, TikTok, Twitter, oh man, it's easy for me to post stuff there, and TradingView and Substack. Also for TradingView, they make it very easy for me to synchronize live streams on YouTube. So I'll definitely keep doing that, and I'll also keep doing. I think the video is the same with TradingView as well when I do videos. So just wanted to let you know all that, because you don't want to focus on and waste your time. I feel like you're wasting your time on stuff. And the other thing with the email, if you're on my current email and it's not from Substack, get on the Substack. I think I'll probably change that up in the next while as well, because that's a big expense. Other than that, thanks for watching. Have yourselves a good day. And hopefully, I'll see you on one of those platforms or all of them or whatever. Over and out. See ya.